So percentages topic and speed and time they are the least important. Means there can be cases that from this topics the questions could become. So yeah, I only taken one question from each, but yeah. So coding decoding we have already covered in the last class. We have covered three different questions from there. Uh, Now let's start the today's class from profit and loss. Correct. So basically there are some few formulas in this topic. There would be profit. Everybody means this is first of all, nowhere formula is needed. You just need a bit of common sense. Correct. Now what is profit? Means if you any item, means if you sell any item which is greater than your price which you have bought, like if you are buying a television at 30,000 rupees and you are selling it at 40,000 rupees, then there is a profit. Very simple. So what is the formula for profit? Which is the selling price minus the cost price. Similarly for loss, when loss happens, when your selling price is less than that of the price that you have bought, which is CP minus SP. Correct. Now what is CP? Cost price, and SP is selling price. Correct. Now there would be some questions of finding the profit percentage, discount percentage, loss percentage, etc., etc., etc. Now that is very simple. What do you mean by profit percentage? Profit percentage. What do you mean by a normal percentage? Normal percentage would be anything, uh, your data value upon the total value times 100. This is percentage. So here also, what is profit percentage? It would be profit upon your old or the total value, which is cost price times 100. Discount percentage is similar. What is discount? Your amount of discount upon the MRP, which is your basically the selling price times 100. Now, uh, what is discount? Discount would be something MRP, the mark price minus the original price, minus the selling price. Correct. So mark price would be 20, but if you bargain with the shopkeeper and you buy the item at 17, then 3 rupees would be the discount. And discount percentage is calculated on MRP because it was the original selling price. Okay. Now, what are the points that you need to take care of while doing this profit and loss questions? Basically, this is simple calculative questions. You means you need to make sure that you do not make any silly mathematical errors. Read the questions carefully, and yes, this topic is good to go. Correct. Now let's start with this question. I'll take 2 minutes to solve this question. Take 2 minutes. I'll wait till 4:14. Tell me your answers in the chat box and then let's discuss. $25. Okay. Others try to solve 20%. Okay. Any more answers? Someone solving? 25% profit. Okay. Uh, So let's go to the solution then. Let me check. Okay, 25 is the correct answer. So Atta, Parag, Shiva has given the right answer. Let's do one thing. Parag, can you unmute yourself and tell me the approach? Like we'll solve it together. Could you unmute? Parag?
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah.
So first of all, we let the cost price of one pen that's equals to x.
Okay, CP of one pen is X. Okay,
Then the cost price for 100 will be 100x,
100 pen would be 100X. Okay,
and if we let the profit on each pen is y,
profit on each pen is Y.
and in the given like cost price of 100x is equal to selling price of 80. So
Hmm.
100x will be equals to 80x plus 80y.
Okay, correct. Now what? Correct. Okay, this
By
would be your
solving the
first.
equation, we will get y, and through y we can get the percentage of profit,
Okay, so we would get 20X is equals to 80Y. So from here we would get 1 by 4 X equals to Y. Okay,
which is 25%.
which is 25%. Correct. So, Parag, you are absolutely right. This is one of the method, and one more thing that we could do is, as the question says that the cost price of 100 pen is equals to the selling price of 80 pence. So, if we assume that the CP of 100 pen was X, correct? Then the CP of one pen could be X by 100, correct. Similarly, now it is said that SP of 80 pence is equals to X. So the selling price of one pen would be X by 80. Now what is profit? Profit is nothing but selling price minus the cost price. Okay, and now if we solve this, X upon 80 minus X upon 100, this gives 20X upon 8,000. Now we need to find the profit percentage, which is nothing but SP minus CP upon CP into 100. Now what is the profit? Profit was 20X upon 8,000 whole upon the cost price. Cost price was again X, so I could write it over here itself. Now times 100. So this done, this done, XX gone. So this is 20X upon 8,000 X into 100. X is gone, this gone, this is 1 by 4 uh, uh, times 100, so this should be 1 by 4, which is 25 percentage, correct. Got everyone? And any doubts in this question? So 25 percentage is the answer. Yeah, by mistake it was. Okay, let's move ahead. So again, take 2 minutes, solve this question. This is a slightly calculative, but yeah, take 2 minutes. So yeah, Harshal, this is just the second question. So no worries. You could solve this question. Take 1 minute. Try to solve. 1975. Okay. 1975 is the correct answer, Shweta. Anybody else? So yes, if we just go on solving this question, is someone right now solving it? Need more time, or we go on to the answer? You are solving, Atta and Joel. Shall so okay. Let's wait for 1 minute. Hmm. 1975 is the correct answer, Atta. So yes, come on. Yeah. So Shwetang, can you unmute? Let's discuss the solution. Oh, okay. No worries. Atta, then yes, let's go with you. Can you unmute?
Yes, I calculated like total cost price for 2000 copies. For example, 80
Okay.
per 100 copies, so I wrote it as 80 by 100 for one copy. And I wrote,
Okay. So which would be point 0.8.
and I added
Then
everything up and multiplied it by 2000, and
hmm,
then I find the 25% profit it is given. So I found the 25% of the income and added it, and then the total income, the total I got, and I subtracted by the 5 rupees per into 1500, which is 7500, and got 19,175.
okay, okay. Yes, you are correct. Let's now means let me also solve this. So what the question is saying that the cost of setting a magazine is rupees 2,800. The cost of the paper and ink is rupees 80 per 100 copies. So the cost for per copy would be zero point 0.8 rupees, correct? So it is 80 by 100, which is zero point 0.8. This is the ink cost. Now, similarly, the printing cost as per the question, printing cost, yeah, recording would be uploaded by tomorrow, Yodi, for this class. You would get, but by tomorrow. The printing cost would be 160 rupees for 100 copies, so it would be 1.6 rupees, correct? Now it is said that the initial cost of setting up the magazine is rupees 2,800. So the initial cost, which is 2,800 rupees, correct? Now, what is asked in last month? 2,000 copies were printed, but only 1,500 copies could be sold at rupees 5 each. Okay. So the cost price, if we want to calculate, the cost price would be the summation of all for 2,000 copies. So it would be zero point 0.8 times 2000 plus 1.6 times 2000 plus the initial cost, which is 2,800. Now if we solve, this would be 1.6 times 1000 plus 3.2 times 1000 plus 2,800. This would be 1600 plus 3200 plus 2800. If we solve this, this is 16, 32, 28. 10 and 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7600. Correct? Now, if we want to calculate the selling price. Now, what is the selling price 1500 copies were sold, and it was sold for rupees 5 each. So it would be multiplied by 5, correct, to find the total selling price. Now if we do this, the selling price would be 7500 rupees. Now if we know that the profit percentage is 25 percentage, but it is on our selling price and not the revenue, as it is clearly mentioned over here that total 25% profit was on the sale price and not the revenue. So if we want to find this, one more income as mentioned in the question is from advertising, correct? So there would be some, let X be the advertising income. Correct. So if we want to find the profit percentage, which is SP minus CP, but this time it is set, so it would be only the selling price, which is 7500 times 100. So if we do this, now what is the selling price here? Now this selling price is not equals to this selling price. This selling price here would become the income, because we need to find the profit. So income would be something 7500 plus some X, which is the advertising income, minus the our 7600 upon 7500 times 100, and it is given to us as 25 percentage. So if we go on solving this, this would be something X minus 100 upon 7500 into 100 is equals to 25. 25 fours are 100, so this would be equals to X minus 100 times 4, which is 7500. This would be 4x minus 400 is equals to 7500. So from here we could see that x is 7900 upon 4. If we go on solving this, 2 3s are 6 and 1 7, 2 9s are 18 and 1 19, 2 5s are, okay, this would be 2, and again dividing it by 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18, 2 7s are 14 and 1 15, 2 5s are 10. So from here we get the answer X, which is our advertising cost is 1975 rupees, which was asked in the question, and this is the answer 1975. Okay, before proceeding, any questions? We are good to go. Any doubts, any questions? Great, great. So yeah, so these are the type of questions that come to profit and loss. It would be some profit percentage calculation, some loss calculation. There would be some ratios involved. There would be some normal profit calculation, etc., etc. So let's move to the next topic now. Syllogisms. Syllogisms is a type of syllogisms is very easy. First of all, you just need to read the questions carefully, and by reading, draw the Venn diagrams, and you are good to go. So yes, so this is the first question. Try to solve it. Take 1 minute. Take 1 minute and solve this question. Give me the option number which is correct. Are we having the answer to this question? Option 4, okay. Option 1, okay. None of this means option 4, okay. So option 4, yeah. So option 4 is the correct answer. Here, this is the first question of this. So I'll solve it myself. So see what the question says. In this type of questions, first we need to read the statements, and according to the statements, we need to create the Venn diagram. Okay. So if we see some cats are rats. So if this is the thing, this is the statement, then the Venn diagram would be something like this for cats and rats. Here we can see that some cats are rats. Okay. Now next, all beds are tables. It is said that all beds are tables. All beds are tables. So this would be the Venn diagram for this. Correct. Now what is said next? All rats are beds. All rats are beds. So if all rats are beds, then this would be bed, and all beds are tables. So tables would be something over here. If we draw tables, this is the table. So if we draw this Venn diagram, then let's read the conclusions. What the conclusion said, that all cats are pets. Is it true? Sorry, some cats are pets. Yes, there are some cats which are pets. So yes, this is true. Second, are all beds rats are all bats. This is the outer. Are all bats are rats? No, all rats are bats, but not all bats are rats. So this is wrong. All tables are cats. Are all tables cats? No, some of the tables are cats, of course, but not all tables are cats. So option 3 is also good. Now what is option 4? Option 4 says that all bats are cats. See, only few bats are cats, not all. So this is also wrong. So from here we can say that only conclusion 1 follows, but the option 1 says that 1 and 2 follows. So option 1 goes, option 2 also goes, option 3 also goes. So yes, option 4 is the correct answer, which is none of this. Yes, 1 follows, but as you could see the options, so the options were this 4. These 4 were the options. Like you could see that option 1 was only 1 and 2 follows. 2 didn't follow, right? So option 1 is wrong. Similarly, option 2 was only 2 follows. Correct. And this is not that number key only 1 follow, 2 follow. It's not the number of statements that are correct. It is actually the statement number. So got it, Joel?
Hello, sir. Hello,
Yes, yes.
sir. But then, if you tell none of these, then none of these follow, right? So how is it
None.
correct?
So it is none of this option. So up from
Oh,
this options, none of this is correct.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, previous question, the Venn diagram is wrong.
which this
Yes,
some
sir.
this question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
So the
what
table is
would
the biggest. Sir, the table is the biggest region, as all rats are bats and all the bats are tables. So
all bets are
all the
okay?
rats are table is the biggest region, sir.
So is it this one? Wait.
The smallest one is rat, then the bat, and then the table.
All bets are tables. So it would be all bets are tables. So yes, this would be tables would be yeah. Correct. 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 So this is wrong. So let me draw it again. So the statement 1 says that some cats are rats, some cats are rats, cats and rats. All beds are tables, all beds are tables, and all rats are beds. If we say all rats are beds and all beds are tables, so table would be here. Correct. So now this is the correct. Yeah. So who Parag told me, right? So great Parag. So yes. So that diagram was wrong, but I think so the options would not make any difference. Some cats are beds. Yes, some cats are beds. True. So option 1 is correct. All beds are rats. Are all beds reds? No. Okay. Then option 3, which is all tables are cats. Are all tables cats? No. Option 4, all beds are cats. No. So only one is correct. So option 4 is the correct answer. So yeah, any doubts again? Have I made much any mistakes? Any mistakes? Any doubts? Great, great, great. Okay. So thanks Parag for looking on my mistake. Yeah, great. Let's take 1 minute, solve this question. Solution to this question. Oh, my bad. I was above. So everybody has got. Oh, shoot. Diagram is gone. I have a question. Can I share the question here? Got it. D. Okay, everybody has given D as the answer. So put D exactly two conclusions. Okay, let me see. Uh, so yeah, D is the correct answer to this question. Shwetang, so we would have a doubt session at the last. Share it at the last. Okay. So yeah. Okay, D. Those who have given D is the correct answer. Ata, Joel, Shwetang. Uh, So yeah, let's solve this question. So the question says that some basalt are Fokker. Simple Venn diagram we have to make. Some basalts are Fokker, correct? Some are there. All Fokkers are Lockheeds. All Fokkers are Lockheeds. So if we make this, it would be all Fokkers are Lockheeds. Okay. No dasalt is Mikoyan. So no dasalt is Mikoyan. We could write as this also, but make sure that in this type of questions you intersect. It means you take the worst case itself that Mikoyans are intersecting with Fokkers or Lockheeds. Correct. So this would be the correct Venn diagram. Now, if we look at the conclusions from this, some Lockheeds are not Mikoyans. So yes, these are the Lockheeds, but these are not Lockheeds, but they are Mikoyans. So conclusion one is correct. Some Fokker are not Mikoyan. Some Fokker, okay, are not Mikoyan. So these are the Fokkers who are not Mikoyan. So yes, this is also correct. Lastly, I told wrong. Some lock hits are not Mikoyans. So yes, these are the all lock hits, this portion, which are lock hits, but they are not Mikoyans. No Mikoyan is a lock hit. Now this is wrong. These are the Mikoyans, but they are also lock hit. So yes, this is the wrong conclusion. So only two conclusions are correct, which is 1 and 2. So our option D is correct, which says that only two conclusion follows. Got it? And why the third was not correct? Because this is the portion that Mikoyans could be lockets. Any doubts? Yeah, great, great. So D was the correct answer over here. Uh, we'll move to the next topic now, which is data sufficiency. So in this type of questions, you would get some data, a lot of data in the question, and you have to write it and make it correctly and tell the answer. So there is one question from this which I have bought. Uh, Two questions now I can see. So two questions. One question is this: you have to see at the statements and let me know that is the statement one sufficient or two sufficient. Take 1 minute. E, both. Yeah, E is the correct answer. I think so. Yes, E is the correct. Everybody is getting E. Great, great. So what is the question here? Question is how much was the total sale of the company and what are the statements? The statements are the company sold 8,000 units of product A, each costing 25. So from this statement we can get the total selling price, and from statement 2, which is this company has no other product line. If it has no other product line, then yes, of course, we would get the total sale of the company. But not only one is correct, not only two is correct. If we have both the options correct, then only we could get the total sale. So option E, which is both 1 and 2 are sufficient, is correct. So E is the correct answer. Now coming to sets and caselets topic. So yeah, the above topics, syllogisms, data sufficiency, etc., were very easy. One or two questions would be there. There would be questions like this. Somewhere you need to make the Venn diagram. Somewhere you need to work with English. Uh, Easy questions from this topic. But yes, one question is of course coming in your paper. Yeah, coming to the next topic, sets and caselets. Again, you would get data. You have to write it properly, and from that you will get the answer. Somewhere you need to make the Venn diagram also. Somewhere it would be you need to make structured tables, etc. So basically, you need to read the question thoroughly, properly. You need to read the questions, represent all the data which is given in the question in structured format, so that the question which is asked is easy. Caselets means you there would be different case, like in the case of, if I need to give the example that when two dices are thrown simultaneously, then what are the cases that the sum on the sum of both on the both of the dice would be greater than 8. So it would be 8, 9, 10. So cases you would get it correct. Sir, if we secure 40 marks, then will we qualify in written part or not? So cutoff depends on the paper, Gaurav. So sometimes it is less than 30 also, sometimes it is greater than 40 also. So it depends on the paper. But as far as the average, which I know, 40 would be a decent and uh, good to decent score. Uh, it would be better if you score 50 or more. Okay, so yeah, coming to the question part, this is the question. It's a nice question, by the way. Try to solve this. Take 2 minutes. Try to solve this. So yeah, Harsh, as you could see, so there is in this question the cases are that teachers are married or not married. The teachers are having an age of 31 or more or less than 31. Also, the case like some of the questions there would be key. I go to the temple on Monday. On Monday, I give the Lord two flowers. On Tuesday, I give three flowers. On Thursday, I give four flowers. So these are the cases key. On particular day, you give how many flowers, and from there, there could be some questions framed. So yeah, 18. Okay, very fast. 18, 0, 0. More answers coming up. 0, 0, 0, 0. Everybody getting 0. Let me see the answer. So yeah, answer is 0. Great, great. Everyone got it correctly. So whom should I ask this time? Let's go with uh, my laptop. Yes, if you could unmute yourself. Okay, no problem. Uh, who else has not given any answer till now? Purva. Purva, can you unmute?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yes, you are audible.
The first statement given over here, it itself
Hmm.
says 30 teachers are married. Sorry,
Yeah.
30 are females out of 70.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Yes.
30 teachers are married. From that,
30 teachers are.
married, 24 teachers are above 31 years of age,
Mhm.
19 married teachers.
So, let me know that what was your procedure. Like you read the statements, then what you did, means what were the steps you did? You wrote it everywhere. So, what you made a Venn diagram, you made a table. Means what was your way of solving the question?
And,
Means how you
uh,
represented the data which is given in the question in your book.
my, uh, oh,
So have you made this type of table like have you made this table or it was just key 30 merit like this you did? So different ways you mentioned it and just you solve this. Means I just want to know that what are the different methods that you all use. So not there is not a correct method over here. You just there is just the correct answer. So no worries if you have used any other method. So yeah, so basically, in this type of questions, it would be did it through arrows. Yeah. So there is not any correct method. So you just need the correct answer. So yeah, we could make this type of tables in this topic in this type of question. So yes, if I draw the table, so male, female, married greater than 31, unmarried, sorry, and married less than 31. Unmarried greater than 31, unmarried less than 31. and there would be a column of total. Now we know that there were from now we would make sure that all the data we are filling it in this table. So yes, there are 70 teachers employed. So total, in total there are 70, correct? Eliminated the unwanted condition and left with the wanted answer. Yeah, great. That is also correct. Out of which 30 are female, 30 are female, so 40 would be male. Okay. Then next, 30 teachers are married. 30 teachers are married, so sum of this and this is 30. Okay. Next, 24 teachers are above 31 years of age. 24 teachers are above 31 years of age. So sum of this and this is 24. Okay. Then 19 married teachers are above 31 years of age, of which 7 are males. 7 males are married and are above 31 years of age. Correct. 7 are males and there are 19 teachers who are married and are 31 years of age and above. So if this is 7, so 19 minus 7 would be 12. So 12 females would be greater than 31, correct? So if we make this as sum as 19, so this would be 19, correct? Now we know that sum of this and this is 24. So this would be equals to 5. And we know that sum of this and this came out to be, what was the first thing? 30. 30 teachers are married. So 1 and 10, this would be 11. Okay, let's read ahead. 12 males are above 31 years of age. 12 males are above 31 years of age. So this and this is 12. So 7 plus 3 is 10. So this would be 5. So 7 plus 5, which is 12. Uh, 15 males are married. 15 males are married. Uh, Males are 7. So this would be 3 plus 5, 8. Okay. Now what is said that there are 30 females in all and 40. So we would if we want to find this is 8 and 11, so this would be 3. Okay. Now, and this is 5, this is 5, so 0, correct? I think so. This was the thing that was asked in the question. What is asked in the question? That how many unmarried females are above 31 years of age? Unmarried female above 31, 0. We got the correct answer. So basically it was not valid to find all also. We could directly look at this. Correct? Any doubts? So this was a nice question. This type of questions could come in your actual exam. Okay. So 0 was the answer to this question. Now let's go on to the bloods and relation topic series. We already covered in the last master class. So we'll go on to the bloods and relations. Now again, before going to the bloods and relation question, I would like to say that in this also there is no correct way of solving a question. You could do it in any way. You could make a tree diagram. You could assume that relative to be someone of your relative, and you could make an analogy through it. So there is not a correct way of solving this question. Just you need to have correct answer. So if we look at the question, the first question. So the first question is saying that point. Let's do one thing. Let's take 1 minute, solve this question, everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Purva. Correct. So as I said that there were no correct ways of, means there were can be many ways of solving it. I was just asking you this, and that tried to combine them. Yeah. Niece. Okay. Niece. Great. Uh, Everybody getting niece is the answer. Let me check. Yes, niece is the correct answer. Niece is the correct answer. Great. So what's the question is saying that a person tells his friend that She is the granddaughter of the elder brother of my father. How is the girl related to the person? So first of all, in this type of questions, you need to go from back to front. So it would make more sense that elder brother of my father ka brother. So it would be my chacha, correct? So or niece or uncle. Sorry, my chacha would be my uncle, and she is the granddaughter of my uncle. So she would be my niece. So I and her are related as niece. So niece is the correct answer. Niece. Yeah. There any doubts in this? Yeah. Great. So let's go to the next question then. Next question is this. Take 2 minutes. Try to solve. Hmm. This is something out of my range. Oh, no worries. Uh, this is, yeah, just the question is bigger. I like to say. Shwetang got give 12 as the answer. Okay. See, everything is given in the question. The answer is in the question itself. So Devashish gave 10. 10. Okay. So let me check the answer. Answer 12. Okay, 12 is the correct. Shwetang got it correct this time. So yeah. Uh, See, in this question, there is a lot of data given, just you need to represent it well. Now, these are the type of questions in which you need to make the family tree. It would make this more easy. So, yeah, what the question is saying, so I'll solve this question myself. Okay. So, the question says that in a family gathering, there are two males who are grandfathers. So, two grandfathers are there, means two grandfathers, obviously they would be male, and four males who are fathers, and there are four fathers. So, in all, there are six males. In the same gathering, two females are grandmothers, two females are grandmothers, this is female, and four females are mothers. Four females are mothers. Okay. There is at least one grandson or one or a granddaughter present in this gathering. Okay. At least one grandson or one granddaughter is present. Okay. Let's move ahead. There are two husband wife pairs in this group. Okay, so there are two husband wife pair in this group. Okay, and this could be anyone: grandfather, grandmother, mother, father, etc., etc. The single grandfather whose wife is not present. Okay, so this is single grandfather, means he is not having his wife. Okay, has two grandsons and a son present. So his son would be father for his two grandsons, grandson, grandson. So there is one grandfather who is having two grandsons and one father. Okay. So this statement is done. The single grandmother means whose husband is not present has two granddaughters and a daughter present. So let me draw it over here itself. I'll rub this. So the single grandmother is having a daughter, her daughter, which would be mother, for the two granddaughters. Correct? This is done. A grandfather or a grandmother present with their spouses does not have any grandson and granddaughter. So one thing is said that the pair who is present with their wives are having their spouses, but they don't have any grandson or granddaughter. So they are having his son or daughter, but and they are also having their spouses. So they means husband wife pair is there. So here male and one female. So we could write it anyways. So then it says that what is the minimum number of people present. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is the answer. So what we did, we just read the question में जो बोला था वो लिख दिया और count कर लिया. So 12 came the answer. I got 12 but thought the question can't be that straightforward. Yes, sometimes the questions are straightforward. Just it looks lengthy. So here one thing to take care of कि हर बार ऐसा नहीं होगा कि क्वेश्चन बड़ा है तो टफ है. So last statement, see what the last statement says. The last statement said that a grandfather or a grandmother present with their spouses does not have any grandson or a granddaughter. So this statement says that there is a grandfather, the last grandfather, they are present with their spouses, means they have a husband wife pair, okay, but they are not having any grandson. So उनके जो बेटे हैं बेटे के बेटे नहीं है, ठीक है. So this was the last statement, and as we know कि there is all two husband wife pair, and it was given in the question itself that there are two husband wife pairs, and again before in last two family tree there were no husband wife pair as given in the question, so of course there would be a husband wife pair here itself. So there was a husband wife pair over here. So got it now? Any doubts? Yes, Devashish. So SST asks this type of questions. They would make the simple question so lengthier कि बच्चे बोलेंगे कि oh my god, बड़ा है, मुश्किल होगा. But no, just read the question carefully and do it. Length पे नहीं जाना है हमें. Okay. So yeah, now this will come for 4 marks. Correct. This would come for 4 marks. Most probably. So now two topics remaining, they are percentages and speed and time. Percentages I don't know what to say, so percentage is nothing but the value upon the total value times 100. This is percentage, nothing else. So if we would directly move to the questions for this type of questions, yeah, make sure that you don't do any silly mistakes in calculations. Correct. So take 2 minutes, solve this question. Easy question, percentage. Number of questions in NSET exam, it depends, Harsh. So some, because they make the questions, so like sometimes it would be 14, sometimes it would be 16, sometimes 15, it depends in LR. But I think so their total marks remains the same, which is 45 for LR and 55 for maths, which sums up to 100. Now that 45 could be divided into any ways of 2, 3 and 4, easy, medium and hard questions. On a particular test day, all question papers are same or not? Most probably they would be having different sets of papers, like you would to have in boards कि सबके अलग अलग set है similar. So I'll wait till 5-6 for this question. Let's see. One five four 1.667. Okay. Parag Parag gave the first answer. Anybody else solving? Atta gave 1543.859. Okay. Two different, slightly different answers. So if Parag's answer is rounded off to the integer, it gives 1542 and Atta gives 1544. Okay. Anybody else solving, or I should go to the solution? Harsh, yes? Do you want to say something, Harsh? Or it was by mistake? It would be by mistake. Yeah, I'll wait for 1 more minute. Chalo. Six seven 6.92. Okay. One five four 3.85. Exactly same as Atta. Okay. 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 Let's move to the answer. What is the answer? Answer is 676.92. So Devashish is correct. Uh, okay, Devashish, can you unmute yourself this time? Uh, if you have the mic, can you unmute? Acha, okay, no worries, chalo, no worries. Yeah, so let's solve this question. So the question says that in a hotel, Clarks, the rooms are numbered from 101 to 150 on first floor. So we have to divide it by 130. Okay. So on the first floor, it would be 150 minus 101 plus 1. So I think so it would be 50 itself. So uh, 101, 150 minus 101 plus 1, it would be 50. Okay. On the first floor, 201 to 240 on the second floor, I got 669.23. Okay. 676.92 was the correct answer. 676.92. I think so. You some calculation mistakes. No worries. See, 240 minus 201 plus 1. This would be 40. And on the third floor, it would be 355 minus 316 plus 1. So this would be 355, 316, 954, 39 plus 1, which is 40. Okay. So total rooms are 980 plus 5, which is 130. Okay. Now, next, what is said? Let's drop this. Next, what is said that in the month of May, the room occupancy was 50% on the first floor. So this was 25 rooms were filled. 50 percentage on the second floor, 20 were filled. 30 percentage on the third floor. So what is 40 ka 30%? So this is 4 threes are 12. So 12 rooms were filled. Okay. Now let's move ahead. If it is also known that the room charges are 2000, 1000 and 1500 on each floor. So this is 2000, this is 1000 and 1500 on each floor. Why not this? There are 57 rooms occupied. Okay. Basically, they were asked to find the average income per room. So per room means total rooms and not the occupied rooms. They were not asked of average income per occupied, but they are answering for all rooms. So that's why we need to divide it by the all rooms. So if we do this, so the total income would be 25 into 2000 plus 20 into 1000 plus 12 into 1500, and if we need to find the average of total, so it would be upon 130 and not the summation of this three. Okay, so if we do this, 25 twos are, which is 50, and 3 zeros, plus 20 and 3 zeros, plus 15 into 12. If we do this, 5 twos are 10, 2 and 2 and 1 3, 5 1, so 180 upon 130. If we solve this, 18,000, 20,000 and 50,000, 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, 88,000 upon 1300. So it would be basically 880 upon 13. And if we divide this, 880, 13 5 is 65, 13 6 is 70, 8, 13 6, so this would be 6, 78, 10 zeros, 130, 130, 1300. Oh, yeah, yeah. So this would be 130, correct. So upon this would also go. So this would be 88,000 upon 130, 0 cancel, which would be 8,800 upon 13. Correct, correct, correct. Okay. So again, dividing it with 13, but with one more zero, 8800, 13, 13 6 78, 10, 100, 13 7 which is 91, which is 90, 13 6 which is 78, 2 and 10, 12, 0, 0.0. So 13 9s which is 117. So this is 3. One more zero. Always we need to find up to 2 decimal places. So I am doing the calculation, but yeah, 13 2s are 26. So the answer is 676.92, which is the answer. And if you need to round it off to the nearest integer, then the answer would have been 677 rupees. Yeah. So everybody clear to this question? Any doubts that why we did upon 130? So because it was asked average per room, so we would sum up the all the number of rooms, correct? So percentages, again simple. This type of questions are only been asked direct. We need to find the percentage and we are good to go. So percentage topics I've covered, means this is the only one question which I've bought. Now coming to the last topic, which is speed, time and distance. Again, this is very much similar to your 11th and 12th standard physics in 1D. Like you have the first chapter in 11th, I think so. Motion in one direction. So questions are very much similar to that. Like basic formulas which you need to know is speed, which is distance upon time. Average speed, the formula not required at all. You can do it intuitively as well. Then there are some points that you need to take care of. You need to read the questions thoroughly, etc. Means uh, avoid silly mistakes basically. So yeah, these are all just some points that you need to remember. Let's go on directly onto the question. Solve this question. I struggle in this topic. No worries. So basically, this is the questions from this topic are similar to the questions I mentioned earlier from your physics chapter 1, 11th standard, motion in 1D, like some relative motion concepts. Two trains are traveling in the opposite direction. The birds is flying from one side to another. Two buses in the same direction, different speed, etc. etc. Two persons running in a circle. When do we meet? 400. Oh, okay. Fast. 400. So basically, this is the easy another. What do you mean by another? Acha, it would be another then. Uh, the distance between both the railway stations is this. If the train starts at the same and travel at a speed this traveling towards the another train. So yes, this is another. 400. 400. 400. Yeah, let me see the correct answer. So yeah, 400 is the correct answer. Uh, Gaurav, can you unmute? Oh, no mics. Okay, chalo, no worries. Let me only solve. So what the question says that there are two trains. One train is at Delhi and another one is at Agra. The distance between both the railway stations is 500 kilometers. So if we solve this, one at Delhi, another one is at Agra. Distance is 500 kilometers. Okay. If both the trains starts at the same time from their own position and travel at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour and 40 kilometers per hour respectively. Okay. Also, there is one car which is traveling parallel to the train which starts from Delhi. Okay, so there is some car which starts from Delhi. We will add up the speed and divide the distance and multiply it with the car speed. Yes, correct approach, correct approach, correct. But why are we adding? What's that concept called? If same direction, if they are in the different direction, relative
Relative
velocity
velocity.
is correct. Yeah, relative velocity is correct. But again, why we added and not subtracted? Means what's the formula for relative velocity?
Well, they are in opposite direction. So if we try to stop one side of velocity, we need to add it into the other side. Basically, 60 minus 40. We assume one side to be positive, then 60 minus on the other side is negative, so that is minus 40. So minus minus becomes plus. 60 plus 40 is 100.
Yeah, great. Correct. Correct. So you are absolutely correct. So C is moving in this direction with a speed of 80 kilometer per hour as from the question it is said. So if we solve, we would find the relative velocity to be 60 plus 40, which is 100. Okay, the relative velocity is 100, distance is 500. So we could easily get the time, which is distance upon the speed. Distance is 500, speed is 100. So the time taken is 5 hours. Total time taken to reach, so to meet each other is 5 hours. So by again, by simple speed is equals to distance upon time formula, we could easily calculate the distance, which is speed into time. Speed of the car is 80, time is 5 hours. So 5 8s are 40, 400. So 400 kilometer becomes the answer to this question. So yeah, by this ends this topic. Now, any questions in this? After this, we would move on to the doubts. Like I know I have last step. So what last step? This speed is equal. I have shared on the Telegram. Okay, I'll check just a second. So Shwetang, last step of this question, 18 to 5. Okay, see, so we know that this is the speed of the car. 80 was the speed of the car, and time taken was 5 hours from here. So that's why we multiplied by 5. Why? Because the car is continuously moving from one train to another till the both the trains meet at one point. So that's why we can directly do this 18 to 5. 5 the 40 is 400. What in the exam level of questions from it would be moderate. Means average, it would be moderate. Yeah. So one question which was asked by someone in the Telegram group was this. Uh, uh, I know. Let me go towards. It was from coding and decoding. Yes, this was the question which someone asked me in the Telegram group. So let's do this question. How does it justify that the distance will be 500 kilometers only? Given in the question. Yes, it's given in the question. It was given. So yeah. So Shwetank, are you clear before moving? Means it was given that the distance between the two railway stations was 500. One train was moving from Delhi, another train was moving from Agra. Okay, now we found out the average velocity of both of them. So we got average, not average, we got the relative velocity, and relative velocity came up to 100. And from there, we know the formula of speed is equals to distance upon time. Distance was 500 and time we needed to find. So from here, time is equals to distance upon speed, which gave us 5. So 500 by 100, which is 5, which is 5 hours. And after taking that 5 hours in the, I meant the car distance, it's type of oscillation thing. The car will be performing. Yes, the car will be doing a oscillation kind of thing, if you understand it that way. The trains are moving in this direction, car will be doing here, 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 here. So yeah. Yes, Ata, 3 is the correct answer. Shwetang, the distance of covered by car is not 500. The distance between two railway stations is 500. What we did, let me go back. Here I have not used 500. If this was, if I haven't used, I have not used 500 over here, if you could see. We have used the concept of relative velocity to find where the trains can be met. Yeah, okay. That question. Yes, somebody yesterday asked me this question. Correct, Tata. So yesterday someone asked me this question in Telegram group itself. So I'll quickly go on to this question. So what this question says, that Rahul's roll number in NSET exam was a three non-zero distinct digits. Okay, so it was a 3-digit roll number and it was a distinct but non-zero. Means all the digits are distinct, such that the sum of the digits at 100th place and units place is equals to half the digit at the 10th place. Also, the sum of possible 3-digit numbers obtained using these 3 digits without repetition is this. So how do we proceed to this question? So see how we would do it. uh, I'll drop this whole thing. So first of all, if we assume x, y, z, this is our digit. X at 100th place, y as 10th place, and z at 1st place. So we could frame the whole number like this: 100x plus 10y plus z. Great. Now x, y, z, 3 places, 3 numbers, we need to frame this. So how many ways would be there? 3 factorial, simple PNC over here. So this place could be filled with 2 by any 3 numbers out of x, y, z. This could be filled by any 2 numbers. This could be filled by any 1 number. We are not using 3, 3, 3 because all the digits should be distinct. So yes, 3, 2, 1. So there are 3 factorial ways, which is 6. So these are the 6 ways: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like x could be at 100th place, x could be at 100th place, z could be at 10th place, etc., etc. So this would be our 6 cases over here. Now what the question is said, that sum of all the this cases number is equals to 2664. If we do the sum, we would get this as our LHS. Now, if we solve this, we finally get that x plus y plus z is 12. And also the question says that the digit which is at the ones place and the hundredth place is equals to the digit which is half of its 10th place. So if we just substitute this, so if we know x plus y plus z is equals to 12, and we know that x plus z is y by 2, if we substitute 2 in 1, we would get that y plus y by 2 is 12. So we would get 3y by 2 is 12. So we would 3 4s are 12. We would finally get y is 8. So we got our one digit, that this is 8. Now we don't know the other two digits, correct? But what we know that x plus z is 4. If y is 8, if we put this here, the value of y, then we get x plus z as 4, correct? So the sum of the digit over here and this digit over here becomes 4, correct? Now if we add this two, means what could be the possibility? 0 is not the possible number, so the possibilities could be 3 1, 1 3, or 2 2. Now 2 2 is not, because all the digits should be distinct, so 2 2 is not possible. So either the number could be 381 or the number could be 183, any of these two. But the question was asking that whatever be the number be, the number would be divisible by which smallest number greater than 0, greater than 1, correct? So is this means a number which is divisible by something, this both the numbers should be divisible by it. 2 is not divisible. 3, see, 3 plus 1 4 plus 8 12, so 3 is divisible by this number. Similarly 3 is also divisible by this number, so 3 is the answer to this question. So जिसको भी ये मतलब कल डाउट था, so this is the way. So Gaurav, was this question explain how LHS 222 add? Yes, you need to add the all the LHS. See how x y plus y by 2 is equals to 12. Okay, see, just a second, let me go at empty page. So we know that x plus y plus z was equals to 12, I think so. And also we were knowing that x plus z was y by 2, correct? So if we just substitute this x plus z over in this equation, we would completely get y plus this, which is y by 2 is 12. So from here we get y plus y by 2 is 12. Got it? Yeah. So this question is clear. Now one more question which I know Joel had asked that question, if I remember it correctly. It was from clocks part. Ki if hour hand and minute hand meets together at after 66 minutes, then how much fast or slow would the clock become? Fast or slow? Would the 24-hour clock would become? Okay, but before I'll read the correct question itself. Let me see what was the question. We open the Telegram group. Mm, I'll give you the question. Yeah, here's the question. So the question is, if the hands of a clock coincides after every 66 minutes of the correct time, how much the clock gains or loses in 24 hours? I'll repeat again the question. The question says that the hands of the clock coincides after every 66 minutes of the correct time. how much the clock gains or loses in 24 hours. Okay. So basically, before proceeding, do any one of you know कि after how many minutes does the hour hand and minute hand meets each other after 12? Do anybody know that time? That after how many minutes does the hour hand and the minute hand meets each other after 12? 1 hour 5 minutes 28 seconds maybe, so it is approximately 65 5 by 11 minutes. Now do you need the explanation of this? If you want I can give it very easily. See, so in 1 minute the minute hand moves by 6 degrees. Okay, in 1 minute the minute hand moves by 6 degrees. Similarly, in 1 minute the hour hand moves by 0.5 degrees. So we can say that in one single minute, the minute hand is 5.5 degree ahead of the hour hand. Correct? Now, next they would meet after, means when they would meet, when the hour hand completes whole 360 degree. So means that the minute hand would have completed the whole 360, sorry, the hour hand would have completed the whole 360 degrees and the minute hand would be much way ahead of it. So if we want to find this, we could do it simply this way. Now if we solve this, so if we do this way, we could easily get, if we multiply both by 2 just for easy calculations, this is 720 upon 11, and if we solve this we could easily find this is equals to 65 5 upon 11. So if we do the calculations we get this. So we could say that after 12 the, if the clock is correct, then after 65 minutes and 5 by 11 means seconds, we would get the both of the clocks would coincide with each other. But now the question says, as the clock is faulty, so the minute hand and hour hands meets each other at after 66 minutes. So the clock is slow, by the way. If you could see that the clock is slow, because originally the clock hands meet at 65 5 by 11 minutes, but now the clock is meeting at after 66 minutes, means the clock is slow. It is slow by how many minutes? So it is basically simply 66 minus 65. We could represent this mixed fraction by this. Correct? So this is nothing but uh, 1 plus 5 by 11. Correct? So it is slow by this. So we could, oh, just a second. So this would be plus over here, but here it would be minus. Minus. Yes. So it would be slow by 6 by 11 minutes. It makes sense that it is slower by 6 by 11 minutes. If it is slower by 6 by 11 minutes, and this is by the way in 66 minutes, in 66 minutes this is the error of the clock. So if we want to find it in 1 minute, what is the error of the clock, we could simply do this. Joel, if you are here, uh, so we could do this simply, and we need to find the error for 24 hours. So 24 hours, and we need to find it in minutes. So 24 hours, each hour has 60 minutes. So if we solve this, we would get the answer as something 24 into 60 upon 11 ka square, which is 121. Yes, are you getting this question, Joel? Any doubts? 6 fours are 24, 6 twos are 12, and 14440 upon 121. And if we solve this, we would get some correct answer. So let me do this. Uh, so basically, this is nothing. If I divide, I need it in fractions. So this would be 1, 121, 3, 2, 0 times 2. It would be 2, 4. So again 1. So 121. 10 3 2 0 109. So this would be nothing but 11 109 upon 121 minutes. So this would be the answer, Joel. 11.9 or this much. So this much would be the what to say, the error. Got the answer? Now, any more doubts? Like these two questions I was knowing the students had the doubts over here. Any more doubts? Again after the proof. So which part? So we know that 65, we got 65 5 by 11. So after this, okay. So see, so if there is the clock is correct, then the hour hand and the minute hand would take 65 5 by 11 minutes to meet each other again. But now it is given in the question that this thing happens after 66 minutes. This means the clock is slower, correct? Because originally slower, or the clock is behind or clock is ahead. So it is slower, so it is behind. Clock is behind. So it is slower by 6 by 11 minutes, like 66 minus 65 plus 5 by 11. So it is slower by 6 by 11 minutes. Correct, Gaurav? Any doubt still here? Yes. So the clock is slower by 6 by 11 minutes, but here it was in whole 66 minutes. Means in 66 minutes, the clock is slower by 6 by 11 minutes. But I need to find it in 24 hours. So firstly, I divided it by 66 to get the behind in just a single minute. So what I did was 6 by 11 times 1 upon 66. So I will get कि clock 1 minute में कितना पीछे चल रहा है. That's why I did it 1 by 66. So 6 by 11 into 1 by 66, ये we get to know कि हमारी घड़ी 1 मिनट में कितनी पीछे चल रही है. And then we divided multiplied it by 24 hours, which and converting the hours into minutes, 24 into 60. This we did because the question was asking to find the leg of the clock in 24 hours. So that's why we multiplied it by 24 times 60. See, the method can be anything. Unitary method, we got this by unitary method itself, 1 upon 66. So yes, we can do it by unitary method too. कि 66 मिनट्स में it lags by 6 by 11, so in 1 minute कितना, तो 6 by 11 upon 66, simple. Yeah, anybody else has any doubts?